Clara stands slowly. Her hands tremble slightly as she clutches a folded photograph. Ellie, smiling in the sun. She takes a breath, steadying herself, then faces the judge with eyes that have seen too much. Her voice, soft but firm, begins to fill the courtroom. Your Honor, I know I don't belong in rooms like this. I wasn't raised in courtrooms or private estates. I don't speak with polished words, and I don't have an expensive lawyer coaching my every sentence. I'm just a mother, and right now I am standing here because someone is trying to take away the only thing in this world that makes my life worth living. My daughter, Ellie. I gave birth to Ellie in a hospital room where no one waited outside for me. My husband's family didn't come. They never accepted me, not because I was cruel or careless, but because I came from the wrong side of town. Because I didn't have the kind of name that opened doors or carried legacy. To them, I was invisible, a burden, an outsider. And when my husband died, they made it perfectly clear. Ellie was theirs, but I was nothing. They threw me out of the house we all lived in. I had a baby in my arms and nowhere to go. No money, no help, just the clothes on our backs and the fear in my chest. I slept on buses, in shelters, in stairwells. Whatever I had to do to keep Ellie warm. I sold my wedding ring to buy her formula. I skipped meals so she could eat. I did what mothers do when the world decides you don't matter. I fought, I endured, I loved her harder, and I'm still doing that, right now. That's why I'm here. They never sent birthday cards. They never came to her school plays. When she had pneumonia last winter, I held her through every cough and begged the universe to let her breathe again. They didn't even call, but now suddenly they care. Now when Ellie is no longer a crying baby, but a bright little girl who asks too many questions and loves to sing, now they want her. Now when there's inheritance involved, now when there's a name to preserve, but Ellie is not a name. She is not a pawn. She is a child. My child. She loves strawberry jam and hates socks. She can't sleep without the little stuffed fox she calls Mr. Fluff. She's afraid of thunder, but not spiders. She likes to pretend she's a lion when she feels brave, and she still mispronounces the word spaghetti. She says Pasgetti, and I never correct her, because that's Ellie. And I know these things because I am her mother. Do they know those things? Do they know she wakes up sometimes crying from dreams she doesn't understand? That she needs the light on when she sleeps? That when she's quiet, something's wrong? Number. They don't, but I do. I know because I've been there for every second, every step, every heartbreak, and every miracle. And Your Honor, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I've yelled when I was too tired. I've cried in front of her when I tried so hard not to. But I've always tried. I've never stopped trying. I want to tell you about Silas. He's the man who took us in when we had nothing. A stranger. He didn't know us a thing, but he saw us, really saw us. And for the first time in years, someone didn't look away from our pain. He opened his home, not out of pity, but with gentleness, respect. He never raised his voice. He never asked for anything. He just gave, quietly. And Ellie began to laugh again. She started sleeping through the night. One evening, she looked up at Silas and said, "You feel like a daddy." And he cried. Love is not biology. Love is not blood. Love is who stays when everything falls apart. They had everything. Money, power, security. But they didn't choose her when it mattered. They didn't show up. And now, Your Honor, I'm begging you to look past the suits, the surnames, the balance sheets. I want you to see me. Really see me. A woman who has fought through hell to protect her child. A mother who has never once abandoned her daughter. A little girl who has already lost so much. Her father, her home, her innocence. Please don't take her mother too. Please. If you take her away from me, I'll still wake up every morning. I'll still breathe. But it will be like trying to live without a heartbeat. I will never be whole again, and neither will she. Ellie doesn't need wealth. She needs safety. She needs warmth. She needs the only home she's ever really known. The one built from bedtime stories and lullabies and tear-stained promises whispered in the dark. And if she were old enough to stand here herself, she'd say it simply, "My mommy is my home, Please don't take me away from home. Thank you.